You found it.
How much do you love me?
So stoked. So, terrible night. But we didn't drag at all once we moved out here in the crazy rolly zone. A lot of the boats left, so we're gonna get closer in, drop the hook again, and then go on our recon mission trying to find our stern anchor. That's the game plan right now, because we got to get out of this zone. It's like so gnarly. I'm so nauseous. So, time to haul up anchor again. So, we got re-anchored. We're here now. I have a spare stern anchor, but I don't have any rode. I'm just gonna use some like rope rode. We're in 10 feet of water, so I shouldn't have to, even if I had just 20 feet, just to hold us kind of into the swell. So Camille just rode the dog ashore. Once she gets back, that's what I'm gonna do. But it's much less gnarly right here. I thought I was gonna throw up this morning. It was so rough. I got up, I don't know, every half an hour, and then like every hour, kind of all night. I guess after like 2 in the morning, I was certain that we weren't gonna drag anymore. But I still was like up all night, checking and checking and checking. But we held perfectly tight out there. But it was miserable conditions. So hopefully we can get, I paid out, I don't know, I think 6 scope here, because I was like, I'm not fucking with this anymore. And once we get a stern anchor, we'll get a stern anchor out before the tide shifts, so it's not going to swing us around. But yeah, hopefully we can stay here for 2 days and not do this again. So fingers crossed. Hasn't been very successful so far. And that's what's happening on July 4th, 2020. Leave it to 2020. We're pretty happy with our bow anchor in this spot. We're like, I don't know, 40 feet from the rocks, but even if we swung in a full circle, we wouldn't hit. We tried to do like a sort of like makeshift stern anchor setup with our Fortress, because I was using the other one because it was heavier, the one that we lost. It just doesn't seem to want to grab. We had that problem with the Fortress the whole time. Me and Camille both decided we're gonna just like spend the money and get like a big Mantis anchor, 45 pound, and be done with the silliness. But the main problem was that we couldn't, with as crowded as the anchorage is, and some people were on single hooks, some people had a stern line, and it was like, you never know what kind of road they have out, so we couldn't pay out like 5 to 7 scope last night, which was one of the big problems. And then in the middle of the night, when that big yacht drug really close to us, that's when we just bounced and went out to the rolling craziness. But now we're here chilling. It's July 4th. We think that the anchorage will kind of empty out tomorrow, and then we can haul up and find a better spot away from the rocks, but I'm not concerned about it.
That's fine right now.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, when I first started anchoring, I was so mortified to even be within like 200 feet of rocks, and now we're like just over a boat length from the rocks, and it's like our bow line is tight, and if something happens, we get too close, we just start the engine and we'll motor away from the rocks and then deal with the situation. But I haven't left the boat in like 2 days because I've been on anchor watch the whole time. But we're gonna try to find our other stern setup today. Right now we're just relaxing. Camille's getting sun. I'm gonna do some reading and just try to enjoy the day. So we moved anchor again away from the rocks and finally got in the spot we want to be. Can't see us, we're behind that big yacht. We're in a really good spot. We're actually in the exact same spot we were in last time we were at Little Harbor. But the swells right now are so crazy. It's spring tides right now, which happens whenever, it has nothing to do with the season spring, but it happens anytime there's a full moon or a new moon. So it's the way that the moon and the sun react to create larger tidal ranges. So yeah, massive surge happening here, which means that everything is like zero viz. So I snorkeled a little bit, you couldn't see anything, you could see like 2 feet, and hopefully the crowds clear out tomorrow, and we plan on staying here a couple days. And I'm really happy with where we're at now. We have 7 scope out and our stern anchor seems to be holding. I dove on it and made sure it was buried. Just seems like poor holding here. But yeah, now I'm just hiking around, enjoying this weather. And Camille's working the dog a little bit and see what we can see. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Fine.
Getting some sun?
I'm just trying to even out my pelt.
Hide from the crowds?
Yeah. Probably on shore, they can see my booty, but...
Oh, those people in that thing over there were giggling at you.
They didn't care. I think I found it.
So stoked. See if there's any lobsters.
No rag. It's under a chain. It's ours? It's under it?
It's attached to it.
Okay, so it looks like it's under it. You should go and look. You should just go and look.
Maybe you should stay here and I'll get you.
Will you take this?
You found it.
How much do you love me?
So stoked. It's like piled up on top of it. The other option is we might have enough to get it to the boat and put it on the winch.
Let me try to free this again.
Okay. Lift it. Much better day today. What's your theory about Little Harbor?
That when you get here, you have to pay the tax of, it's like a, I don't know. Your first day at Little Harbor is going to be a bad day.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to anchor.
Happened to us twice. Both times we come to Little Harbor. Yesterday was really bad. Today was really nice. Seas are still rolling in like crazy though.
Yeah. There's like real big rollers.
It's not uncomfortable because where we're at now.
Yeah.
But we did it.
Ration
You know,
the boats.
yeah.
Here.
There's a bunch of small power boats that are really getting kicked around because they're close to shore. We anchored 5 or 6 times. But this seems like a really good spot, which is exactly where we were the first time we came to Little Harbor. As you guys saw in the footage, Camille rescued the anchor setup. We also found someone else's anchor and chain where they had just cut the rope and let the chain was straight to the ground, huh?
Yeah, it was super confusing. I thought it was all our chain, so I went down and was trying to pull it up, and I was kicking really hard, and I was like, this anchor is so heavy.
Yeah, she was like underwater with her mouth open. I thought she was drowning. I was like, what is happening? And then when I tried to pull the bundle up, it started pulling the dinghy underwater. I was like, what is going on here?
So I dove again and realized, it was just a chain going straight into like, it didn't even look like sand. It looked like hard pack. Like, it must have been there for a super long time, or somebody did it on purpose.
I don't know.
But mostly your idea was.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just someone's anchor that lost a long time ago. Yeah.
But I was trying to like yank it out of the ground.
Yeah. But very happy to get our brand new anchor set up back, and that's good. Good stuff. So, what are you drinking?
I have a Weekender AC IPA, the like 4% hazy from Toba.
She earned it
Chill
today.
here.
We tried to do some snorkeling. It was too crazy. It was like 1 or 2 foot visibility, so.
Yeah, the visibility was terrible.
Terrible. But it was fun to play in the waves. The waves are crashing around us and stuff.
The seagrass is so healthy and beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I haven't seen it anywhere else like that.
Me either.
It's so
It's completely
beautiful.
insane.
I hope it chills out and the visibility gets nicer while we're here, because being in that is just like,
I know, we really wanted to like dive
super
here
gorgeous.
because snorkeling here last time was amazing.
yeah.
So we brought all our stuff to dive, but there's no way we're gonna get our gear out. We're gonna look again tomorrow, like snorkel first, but if the viz is like this, there's no way. So, okay, so tell them what your plan is for Monday when it's time to go to Cat Harbor.
I looked at the map and it's 6.5 miles and only about 1,100 feet of elevation to Cat Harbor hiking. So me and Steady are gonna pack up with our little water bags and snacks and hike to meet James.
Yeah, so I'll just solo sail over to Cat Harbor. It's only 3 miles by sea. Then keep an eye out on shore for these guys. Should be a nice hike. Should be cool.
It'll be great. I know it'll be hot, sunny, because there's not really any trees on this island. It's really barren.
Pretty desert.
It's very deserty. But we'll wear sunscreen and a hat, and Mr. Steady likes to hike, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. So now it's time to wind down and make some food and just chill out. Gonna take the dog ashore in a second before the sun goes away. Run him a bit, let him do nature's business. He's had an exciting day already. So we'll keep you tuned. God.
Smells
Raging over here. Let's go this way. What are you making?
lots of veggie, stir fry, and rice. I don't know. Mishmash. Fava beans, mushrooms, zucchini, and like dark leafy greens that I got from my friend Melanie, and herbs.
How was today?
It was a much better day than yesterday. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. It helps us a lot.
Thanks again to all of our patrons. Your contributions help us get the boat ready for big things.
Until next time.